Okay, this is the town hall of Schwbisch Hall. It's one of the nicest marketplaces in Schwbisch Hall. The church, as you can see, has 54 steps going up. Also, the most steps of any church in Germany. If you look to the left where Dan is now panning, you'll see a different variety of houses. You've got the Tudor home, and then you have a Rococo home. And you see in between there's a firewall. The actual city burnt down in the 1600s, and that's where this fire stops. You've got then two architectural styles. And then over here to the left, behind the orange van truck, is the town hall. I think it's Baroque style, and during the Second World War the fire gutted the inside, and it was been restored to its natural Baroque style. And then if you go to the left, we have the city archives. These are also very old homes. They were actually occupied by monks, and if you go down below it, we have a disco called Barfüße, and that means barefoot, because that's where the monks lived, in that area. And then if we go even more to the left, we're now going into the Obere Herrengasse. That's the street or the alley that I live in. And once a year I do a street party or street fest, and I invite all my neighbors over for dinner. Actually, this is the oldest part of Schwbisch Hall. Like I said before, the other parts burnt down in the late 1600s. And the house that I live in was built in 1392 and renovated in 1508. The house in front of us with the scaffolding is the house that's now being renovated. And it probably will cost the person about 800,000 euro, which is maybe $900,000, to renovate. Naturally, anytime you take out a wall, you find things that need to be done that you didn't expect. That's why it costs so much money. My house is coming up here on the left side. It's the gray house with the flowers in the front. That was the Claudia touch. And it's about, let's see, from the cellar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stories high, or 5 stories high with a huge cellar. As you can see in front of the door, or above the door, there's a fresco which we found and had restorated. It was actually done in 1500s. I think 1578 the fresco was actually done on the wall. As you see the little holes in it, the holes were made afterwards when they put stucco on top of it in order to cover up the fresco. And at the very top, underneath the eave, you can see some paintings. We had a couple of the paintings that were still there, undone, and that's what we found, but we didn't have the other ones that were now missing redone. Now over to the right is our terrace with a sandstone, what would you call it? In German is Gelände. It also has the crest of the family that used to own that's the crest of Germany at that time, or Schwäbisch Hall. And if you go to the left and to the right, you'll see small little crests. That's the crest of the man that built the house, Mr. Engelhardt, and to the very right is the crest of his wife. The house next to it, the yellow house, as you see there, was actually the summer house of my house, the one I purchased, but it was sold to a private person about 8 years ago, so no longer is part of the house that I own. But a very nice Tudor home. Now if you go To the left, that's our garage, but if you open it up, you can go into the courtyard. I'll open it up. Hi. Hello. This is my Mini. I had to buy a Mini because the alley is so small, and in order to get into my beautiful garage, I needed the space. Okay, if you go into the back,